Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 16th to the 31st, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Ooh, okay. So we have the star, which is Aquarius energy. We have the world, and we have the sun. That is absolutely brilliant. Okay, so there is a sense here that what we wish for is really coming forward, and it's really starting to illuminate our life, ourselves, and what we want as we move forward during this time. The world is opening up to us. So as our dreams are coming forward, as we're really looking at things much more openly, much more honestly for ourselves, it's almost like, and the story begins, and that's what Spirit just keeps on saying. The story begins, the story begins. And it begins with our passion. It begins with what we want. And it begins with also letting ourselves shine and not feeling inhibited by the rest of the world. And so that's going to be a really big deal for us. Now, let's look at the energy we just have to be mindful of during this time. Oh, goodness. So right here, the top one is what Spirit is saying, and it's lies. It's Scorpio energy. This is a energy here that in its negative form, it's lies, it's secrets, it's things being done in the shadows, it's people not being open, not being honest with us. This is the death card. And it's kind of, it can be even people plotting behind our back. I just heard Machiavellian, which sounds a bit intense. It doesn't have to be Machiavellian per se, but it can be people who are trying to sabotage us, who are trying to, push their own agenda forward. So just being aware of that is going to be very important. Now let's look at the chakra energy here. Here we have life purpose. Now this is the throat chakra. We're going to be speaking our life purpose during this time. And we might be finding that we're saying things that ring so much more true with us than they have rung before. And it's like, okay, this is what I want. This is where I'm headed. This is what's, important to me. This is what isn't. And so that's going to be opening up the doors here. But we're looking at and we're really embracing our life purpose during this time. And what it is doing for us here is that we're going to be looking even deeper at the tarot. And so our dreams are coming forward, and there is this sense, almost this feeling imbalanced within our dream. It's like, this is what I really want, but can I really want this? Can I really hope for this? Can I have this come into my life? We have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. We have excuse me, I do apologize. I have a bit of a sore throat, so do bear with me. We have the Page of Swords, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups, and we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Page of Cups is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So what we have really coming forward is a sense of we're going to be rather traditional during this time. It doesn't mean that we have to follow, other people's traditions, but we have to be true to ourselves to really look at what we want and look at, I'm just hearing the status quo. It's like we're looking at the way others do things for inspiration. We're not reinventing the wheel is what really Spirit is saying here. And as we're looking at kind of the tried and true ways of doing things, we're putting our own personal touch on it. We're learning, we're being inspired. We're finding that, different ways are moving us forward, or, having us look at things differently. And it brings us very much to being a student during this time of our voice, of our words, of what we want, of what we're saying. We're also going to find that there is somebody in our lives, very down to earth, okay? Very, very practical. They have this way of talking that can be frustrating because it's like, I'm right. And the thing is that they're usually right. So it's going to be a bit annoying. And we're coming in here as students, as people who are learning, who are understanding, who are really following, what creatively we're saying, what creatively we want, kind of like the logic forward, but also the creative innovation forward. And then we're also really putting all our heart into it. There's this also, air sign energy, water sign energy, or just a very loving, kind of quick-witted person who has a very young, innocent energy to them. And it really is quite beautiful. It really is a sense of being inspired in ways that we didn't think we would be inspired, in ways that we didn't think the door would be opened. And it moves us to this place where we're really seeing what we're working on. We're really seeing what we're working towards. And just because maybe the payoff isn't as quick as we would want it to be, we're not giving up. It's like, no, this is what I'm doing. I'm creating this stability. I'm creating this prosperity. We also need to look at our dreams during this time, look at our instinct and what we really want. And there is some sort of being able to see more clearly now. And I don't know why necessarily that is, but it's almost like I've spent so much time looking at this that now I'm able to see the pieces and things are starting to come together. And it brings us then to the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles, prosperity, success, bounty. This is a nurturing energy that's all about our wealth, that is all about, moving us forward. It's all about letting us be successful, letting us shine, letting us, own who it is that we are and what it is that we want within our lives. And there's this real sense of course you can. And I just hear that energy around us, of course you can, of course you can. And I don't know if this is a person who used to say that to us, when we were little growing up, that like, of course we can. But that's the energy that's surrounding us during this time. And it's really nice. It brings us then to go deeper. We have the Six of Air, we have the Lovers, we have the Six of Water, and we have the Two of Earth. So the repeat of the number 6 here 3 times, that is really showing us that this is a nurturing, caring, prosperous time for us, Leo. There is a sense here of I'm moving forward, I'm gathering up my knowledge, I'm ready for the next voyage, I'm ready for, the next step forward in what I do, in what I want from my life, in the way that I'm moving forward for me. And then that brings us to the Six of Cups. There's something here from our past that is holding us back, that is going to say, oh no, you can't do it like that. Some sort of doubt, some sort of fear, or some sort of trying to recreate what has already passed. And it doesn't mean that we can't ever go back. It's not like you can't ever go home, type of thing. But it is that sense of it's going to be different, and I know it's going to be different. And I'm opening up the doors now to confidence, to prosperity, to the person that I am, not necessarily the person that I once was. And that's going to be very important for us because we're finding our balance within our prosperity, within our bounty, within what's important to us, within what we need. And there is somebody who's going to try and knock us off balance. There is something that comes up, and it doesn't have to be a person, though I feel it as being personal. So do be mindful about this, that just kind of, aims to punch us in the gut, aims to knock us off our game. So just be aware of this. But we're really embracing our love, our passion, what we desire within our lives. There's also somebody around us who just has tremendous passion, tremendous love for what they do, for who they are, this way of shining, this way of being. And we really do want to soak up that energy here, Leo. It then leads us to go deeper into the tarot. We have the King of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Pentacles again. So we do have that energy here of kind of being a bit off our game, not as balanced as we want to be, because we have the Two of Pentacles coming up now here twice. And so that's just something we're going to have to be mindful of during this time, that there is an energy that's trying to knock us off our game, that, you know, we're trying to juggle too much. There is going to be this sense of, oh, don't worry, I can do it. Oh, don't worry, I can do it. You know, that's what we're going to say about everything. We can't do everything all the time. So do be prepared for that. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming in now twice, which I love that synchronicity here. There is this real sense of this nurturing, beautiful energy coming forward. But what I love even more is that we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles in the same deck. This is a soulmate connection. This is a true love connection. This is prosperity. This is success. This is like it's written in the stars. And I love it because the pentacle is that circle within the star, you know, the star within the circle. So there is such a sense of this is the prosperity we were meant to have. This is the bounty that gets to be a part of us. There is somebody that we're teaming up with, or there is an idea that's coming our way that is part of our life purpose, is part of the reason why we're here on this earthly plane. And it is the game changer for us. And it just starts to be like, well, why not? Like, it opens up that door. It leads us forward. It has us looking at things so differently than we have looked at them before. And now we're saying, yes, I can. Like, yes, I can. Yes, I am. This is what I'm going for. This is what I need. This is what I want. Period. End of discussion. And this becomes a game-changing time. This is a time where the money starts coming in, or where we set up the plan for the money to come in. And this is the opening up the doors to wealth. It's opening up the doors to our prosperity, and Spirit saying it's time. It is absolutely time. And that is fantastic. Now, our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Three of Cups. And I really do see this as trusting the wrong people, of this being, you know, the energy that is supposed to celebrate us, or that says they're going to celebrate us, and they just can't. So just be very mindful of who we trust during this time, and, you know, why we're trusting them. It then brings us to the sacral chakra, flexibility. We are becoming more flexible within ourselves. We are becoming more flexible within, you know, our ways of achieving our goals and opening up to what we want, and really embracing who we are and where it is that we need to be. We're releasing a lot of negativity that we've carried for a really long time. And through this flexibility, we become more creative. We become more loving, sensual beings within our own lives, just to, you know, let the beauty shine around us. It's almost like the gray is lifted. And now we're connecting home, like with our home base, with what it is we truly love, we truly need, we truly desire. Our subconscious tarot message is the Hierophant. Now we have the Hierophant coming through twice. And this is tradition. This is, you know, laying down of roots. This is something that we're deeply committed to. The Hierophant is also the major arcana marriage card. So we're deeply committed to something here, and we're holding the keys. We're holding the keys to success. We're holding the keys to prosperity. What we have to do is stay tried and true to ourselves, and then put in a heck of a lot of hard work, dedication, and discipline. It then leads us to the Two of Pentacles again. Now we have the Two of Pentacles coming through three times. And as the Two of Pentacles comes in, there is that sense of trickery, there is the sense of emotions running high. We're trying to do everything. We're spread a bit too thin, and we're going to get mad at ourselves when we can't just always keep on producing. And what Spirit is saying here is like, get your footing, get your balance, and then you'll be able to see that you have so much more in order, so much more, you know, leading towards your success than you had thought. It then moves us to the Eight of Air. We're going to have a tendency during this time, subconsciously, to get too much in our own heads and to psych ourselves out. We're going to have to be very mindful of this because it happens subconsciously. We're not going to be conscious of it, but we get in our heads, we psych ourselves out. Be prepared that this is going to be something that trips us up when it shouldn't. It just shouldn't. We're doing really well. We're succeeding. We're achieving. There are dreams coming forward. There's beauty coming forward. Let us celebrate it instead of saying, oh, well, when's everything going to fall apart? Or, how is everything going to go wrong? And then moves us to the 10 of Swords. And the 10 of Swords is the darkness before the dawn. It is a resurrection of our power, our insight, our ideas. And it's being now so much more aware of the way people can backstab us, the way people can manipulate us, the way people can, have tried to hurt us and have hurt us. And now we're armed with knowledge and we stand so much more strongly within this world and on this world, and with so much more determination. And that's actually going to take us by surprise, Leo, but it's going to take others by surprise as well. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. Now I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power and the intensity of ourselves and what we desire within our lives. So taking a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo.